So all this will be amplified. One of the Teletubbies, he yells Sieg Heil, which is right. And then Boomba. Where's?
But I'm ready. So what I'm looking at, just give you a little idea. First you hit the logo for 3 seconds. Then you hit the backdrop, the window, much as you can out of the streets, right? Then you hit the bike. Then you hit me. And give me like 3 minutes of that little riff, then we stop, and then start the program.
This is Charm City Drug Band.
Say that again?
The Charm City Drug Band.
Apparently it's the Charm City Drug Band, according to this gentleman.
As far as I can recollect, we were all sitting around. Everybody was sitting around, and it was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be the Charm City Jug Band, and we didn't have any jugs, so we all had plenty of drugs.
What are you guys filming for? Seriously? Gorilla Iowa.
Eric, I'm not sure if he was going to school at the time, but he had a concept where you get a bunch of guys together and girls who really don't have any musical background. And he asked me if I wanted to play in the drug band. I was like, man, I can't play it. I don't know how to play any instruments. He's like, perfect, you're in.
You guys just missed, like, the hooker of the day walking in there. I mean, you know what I mean? I had to go to elementary, and we stumbled on this crazy way out. This is like
Modern day hippies, man. They're not like the old hippies. I had to go to court once.
You're running out of battery and your jaw keeps running.
Yeah, but it's a good story.
We're coming back for your story.
Come back out, I'm gonna pop your eyeball.
If they do. Fives.
Five what?
5-day roller, I would imagine.
What does that mean, 5-day roller?
I have no idea, but just look at it. You can figure it out.
I spent more time packing for an 8-hour trip to New York City than I did for a whole month in Florida. And it's driving me crazy. I can't find anything.
What did you bring? What do you got with you?
A box of metal, fire alarms, like 10 or 11 fire alarm bells, some drumsticks, that's it. Beats lugging amplifiers around. We're the loudest acoustic band in the world. This is Miss Wonderful. I got her at a thrift store. She's supposed to say exactly what men want to hear, and it sounds like this. I have no idea what she says.
I heard my name.
This thing's incredibly obnoxious. It's you touch these buttons and it. Carl and Molly allow a friend, Randy, to crash on their couch. One mishap follows another, and it soon becomes obvious that two's company, but Dupree's a crowd.
But a hotshot rookie race car driver, Lightning McQueen, is living life in the fast lane until he hits a detour on his way to the most important race of his life. The human race. Pliers, yes. Ratchet, yes. Wrench, yes. Eric, yes. Duct tape, thanks to you. Bungee cords, no twine. Wire ties, pot and pan. Magic markers, stickers, my brain, hedge clippers, electric drill, and ordinary household bleach. I told him I didn't know how to play anything but the upright organ. And he said, it doesn't matter, that's gonna be fun.
And what was your first gig?
First one I played, I can't even remember. It wasn't the rug shop, and it wasn't the church. It was, I don't know.
Rings, no. Dowels, no. Bows, one. Rosin,
You hit
no.
I saw dowels.
No, not the little one.
You spelled it wrong.
I can spell it any way I want to. It's my list.
Rosin.
Wire, no. Pitch bender, no. Looked for it for 6 hours, couldn't find it.
I know why, because you were hanging out with Skinner and that cruddy looking.
He was hanging out with me. I wasn't hanging out with her. I did get.
He was hanging out with
CDs
me. I
and
wasn't hanging out with her. Check this shit out. Wait till you see this one.
Yeah, wait till you see my hammer.
I like the percussion because knocking on things and making lots of noise is a lot of fun. I'm not a talented musician. I'm not even really a musician at all. But hell, I can barely keep a beat. But it seems as though that's the one that just works the best. I like it when it's fast and furious and ugly and loud. And Eric seems to like some of the more ethereal kind of like laying things in, and I can't lay anything in because I don't know when to, you know, make the little noises and this and that. I just like bang, 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 and have him lay things over it. I think sometimes he gets angry about that because he says, "Oh, I wanted to be quiet," and like I can't, and he understands that about me. So that's two.
What's a piano
See,
hammer?
notice the classic criminal cranium. You're gonna strike it. You're gonna smack it. Better put this away.
What's all in there? What do you got, bungee cords?
Bungee cords, the thing that makes everything weird. Check out this shit. I don't know whose it is, but it's mine now. And then you can go like this. Fucking crazy. And it matches the bag, that's why I brought it. God, I'm different. My whole thing is, the whole reason why I like doing it is because I want to be the, I'm like the minister of information. I like making the flyers and stuff. That gives me the thing. And then when it comes time for the show, I just go, okie dokie, right? I like the lead up, the build up. I like making the flyers and hanging the flyers all over town and doing all kind of stupid shit like that. And letting everybody know that we're playing. And stickers, flyers, whatever. Posters that hang on the wall. This thing that Eric was sitting behind earlier, I was making it when he came to pick me up for this thing. And I came outside, I was like, hey Eric, look what I made. And I pointed at it and it was gone. He's like, it's in the back of my truck. I was like, okay, cool.
So you do this every gig, look around for stuff?
Yeah. No, not every gig. Sometimes we, depends on what we're doing. Like when we played that baby shower, we didn't want to freak everybody out. So we just played all stringed instruments, but we didn't play them normally. We played them, we played like acoustic guitars and shit like that, but we played them with sticks and hammers and whatnot. And, but it sounded great, and everybody was really, really thrilled. Just roam, keep your head down, look around, see what you can find. A lot of times there's plenty of stuff, a lot of times there's nothing. But, you know, everything turns out to be an instrument eventually. So, you know, you just look for something that you can bang on or something that you can make noise with somehow. It works.
Play this tonight. See if we can bang on this one. Get some air in.
But we had gone around in the alleys behind that. We had like crutch with strings on it. We had it mic'd and everything, and like playing it with spoons. It was cool. But we had the night before to set everything up and go find stuff. So it made it easier. Like right now. One thing you gotta look out for is dog shit all along here.
I got a car door up there against the wall.
Oh, what?
A car door.
A car door. All right. Got a window in it?
I just got a
There was a benefit for this Black Panther who was in jail, Eddie Conway, and a friend of mine was having a benefit for him, and he asked if I wanted to play, and I didn't really know what to do. And I had a bunch of friends, everybody was saying, oh, I'll be in your band, I'll be in your band, I'll be in your band. And half of them weren't musicians. And so I just said, well, all right, well, anybody can be in the band that wants to, I guess. And there was probably 10 people, and we would practice just with stuff we found lying around, because since nobody could play any instrument, that became a sort of guideline that nobody could play an instrument that they already knew how to play. That keeps everybody balanced. And the first couple of times we played, I'd put a screen up on the stage so that the people wouldn't be distracted by having an audience looking at them. The one rule was that there was no singing, because there's some people in the band that are really mouthy and like to hog attention and whatnot. And so in order to keep that from happening, we said no singing at all. That way the music doesn't become a background to somebody else's comedy show. You can't go study this kind of music, really. You can just do it a lot.
Too much work.
You can't really get an idea of what it sounds like. It's always listening to a recording of it later. And I look for one of my main aesthetics I've found is what the fuck is that?
I'm here for the gig. Ladies and gentlemen, the door!
I like that in art and literature and anything. Just anything, any surprise. And there's a lot of that in our music. We'll listen to it and just all of a sudden, who's doing that? Where's that noise coming from? And I don't remember that.
No way in hell. You're fucking 8 people that carry that.
No bounce hammer.
How heavy is that?
Yeah, right. It's unbalanced.
Eric and I found a manhole cover in the street one night. And getting it into the truck was really easy because the adrenaline was flowing, but getting it out of the truck and into the house was a pain in the ass. It took us both. The fucking thing must have weighed about 300 pounds.
Where is it now?
Huh?
Where is it now?
In our house. I used to hit it with ball peen hammers and a railroad spike, and it would spark and everything, but it just really made this dull, thud, clanky noise.
That sound all right?
Yeah.
That's what I love about it, because it's cacophony, it's chaos, it's noise, it's nothing, it's all just a jumble of crap, and then everyone starts to go, oh, and they hit the same groove all at the same time. And like I said, Eric's the master of like laying over the extra. You know, there's that one like Papa T, Tyrese, he's got those big barrels that he bangs on or whatever, but he'll like lay it down and he looks at me and I'm looking at him and I'm like, T, you know, crank it up, T, crank it up. And he'll start like, he'll get the beat going a little faster and everything. And then I can work off of him. Or he'll work off of me, and then you got Ronnie and McKee and everything. They're putting in the what makes it the music. It's, I guess, you know, it's just, this is the only way I can explain it.
Yeah, we decide while we're doing it. It's just usually they tell us to start playing. They say, okay, you can go, and then somebody will just start hitting something. And I usually tell people, try not to bang on stuff too early, because I know we're all going to end up eventually trying to destroy everything by banging on it. So I try to make the set last a little longer by saying, you know, rub stuff, bow stuff. Just try to start with the more delicate sounds. What was the question?
was the show that I had to tell everyone to stop because the little girl told us that we sucked?
She didn't say you told us that we sucked. She was singing.
She was standing there screaming at me, going, "You suck." She was 4
She
years
was about
old.
this tall.
I told her to change her diaper and shut the fuck up, but she wouldn't listen. That's when all the parents started getting pissed.
All our songs end with Mick
ending the song.
Going,
God
like damn, this sucks. End of the song.
The message is healing. Once someone told me this: the most vicious element of society is ignorance. And the definition of the word ignorance is not knowing. Bliss. I was young, dumb, and blind, and I did not see all the blessings that are placed in front of me. And now that I see the light, I'm gonna get up and fight for my life. Fight for my life. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is perfect for me. It's a good way to express yourself, or myself, without really knowing what I'm doing. Like everybody's talking about the manhole cover and stuff. Sparks are flying, it's going plong, plang, pling, plang, plang. They used to put me all the way in the back. You go down there and play with your little manhole over there, you know, because it was just so loud and noisy, and it used to drive everybody mental. Dominate the entire, like, sound. So they used to stick me in another room, you know, it's just fun.
Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage and the knowledge to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Think anybody else plays the manhole cover?
Not as well as me, that's for fucking sure. Ooh, that's the couch, not me. Don't eat the chili.